This video is going to be showing you some of the storage areas of the 251BH Transcend by Grand Design. That was something that was very important to me when we were looking at campers, was to have enough storage space. So I'm just going to show you some of the different storage areas and some of the things that I've done with the camper so far. Mind you, we've only had it about 2 weeks. We haven't taken any camping trips yet, so you know, some stuff is still a work in progress. So starting right by the door, you get a nice cabinet with some storage underneath. This storage underneath is actually quite large. The only thing is it is narrow. So I have these dollar store baskets, and if you've ever bought them, you'll kind of see how wide they are, but they just barely fit in. But I could easily fit 3 or 4 of these in this little cubby down here. Might be a good area to store some shoes maybe, put a rubber mat down there so, you know, it doesn't get wet or stuff like that. Nice big storage. Now this is the only storage that actually has a hanging rack in it. The bedroom storage, which I'll get to, has all shelving. So this is the only spot to hang. So what I did on the wall is I actually installed some command hooks so we can hang up sweatshirts and things like that, you know, as a coat hook. Now underneath the couch, you do have some storage here. Let me open up and show you what I did. I put some rubber mats down there as well, so nothing would get scratched up or damaged or things like that. I did put some totes in here. So these from Walmart, the Mainstay 15-quart tote, fits perfectly in this little space. So you can see there's not too much room, but I like to keep things organized, so the totes work very nicely. I did have some other totes left over from our other camper. Again, this one, that one's not from Walmart. That one's from TJ Maxx. And then those are just like from the dollar store. So a variety of totes here, and they all fit in there, but I highly suggest the rubber mats, which I get from the dollar store as well. Really helps with the sliding during transportation. And so your floors and cupboards don't get all scratched up. Lots of storage underneath here. Those clear totes that I showed you fit really well in here as well. I also keep some of our bigger pots back there, ones that I don't use as often. As far as cabinets go, I'll show you kind of some spacing that has me itching. I definitely need to organize it better. I kind of do something a little different. I actually don't use the silverware tray for silverware. I use it for all of my spices, which I got these little handy containers from the dollar store, once again. We tend to use a lot more plasticware and things like that. I do keep some silverware on hand, but this works really well for keeping my spices at an easy area to grab. Same here, nice little storage area. Keep all my command hooks, cutting board. This is a little craft tackle box that I use for K-cups and sugar. It works out really well, so when you're traveling, they don't go flying all over and make a mess. Now this drawer is actually made for pots and pans. I like to keep all of our grilling and tablecloth stuff in there. I also keep a little tote full of, you know, plasticware and napkins that I can put on the table outside. So that drawer, most people would use pots and pans. I don't use pots and pans a lot. We use our Blackstone grill. So this makes everything very handy right next to the door. Grab it and go. This one, I have some different storage, little shoe storage totes. So one has all of our headlamps for fishing and other lights, batteries, you know, cup cozies, that sort of stuff. So keeps it nice and organized, perfect size to keep those items there. Coming up top, there's a nice little cabinet here I use for our cups and things like that. I have these that I got from the dollar store, which are little file holders that you would normally use for keeping books and stuff in, but I use them for paper plates and cups and other things like that. Nice storage up there, kind of awkward storage, but I like that they didn't just, you know, close it up. So I keep, obviously, that you can see the aluminum foil and stuff like that up there. Now this cabinet is quite deep. Again, use some of the file storage there. Use a little Tupperware back there for cups, which I highly suggest because when you arrive somewhere, they don't stay standing up. They're gonna be, you know, all over the place. So If it's something that can easily roll or tip over, I like to put it in some kind of storage. Again, highly recommend the rubber mats because it keeps everything in place better for your arrival. This storage, I love that it opens. Some of the campers that we saw had a divider post here, and this one does not. It's nice and open and big. So nice big storage, as you can see. Under the sink, there's also quite a bit of storage, and I like that they have the little divider. I added some command hooks on the sides. The little gray basket back there was from Target, so you could hang it. I've used those in a couple different areas in the camper. Again, file storage to keep everything nice and neat for traveling, because they'll be rolling all over the place otherwise. Grand Design definitely knows how to use their space up. We have this drawer underneath the refrigerator, so I use it for some extra stuff, our little portable dog bowls, extra napkins, you know, as you can see, different things. Love the fridge. The fridge is nice and big. And same thing with the freezer. It's a nice big freezer as well. We just turned it on today, so. In the bathroom, there's also storage here. I have tension bars there for now because it is all open. You can imagine going down the road, and when we arrive somewhere, all of that's going to be all over the place. So I decided to use some of the tension bars that we had in the fridge of our old camper here instead. We have tried it out on the road just to see how stuff would, you know, hold in place, and everything stayed put. I actually have not touched those shelves since we've moved the camper, so everything stayed where it needed to. Storage under here as well. The storage in the bathroom, you have 3 shelves here, and they go quite deep. I can put my arm in it, and I cannot touch the back of the wall. So it's quite deep, perfect for your towels and things like that. Again, file holders holding some different items, easily pull it right out, which makes it nice too. So it's a perfect size for them here. Plenty of room in the shower. I love the command hook items for in the shower. That's super helpful. And our next video will be showing the bedroom storage.